What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the land of reckless logic. Please make sure you guys pop that like button, hit the subscribe button, and please smack that notification bell so do not miss any more posts from me. Let's get straight into this video. Alrighty, guys, I have a commentary video for you guys today. Of course, by the title, I will be talking about Porsha'S, I believe Stewards, or what's it Williams? I've got one in Porsha, Real Housewives of Atlanta Porsha. Alrighty, y'all. So for those who do not know, the people that are involved in this situation, we have Porsha and Falynn. They both are from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Porsha is a veteran when it comes down to the reality TV, when it comes down to her being part of the show. Falynn, she is one of the newbies. She's one of the quote-unquote fresh meat, one of the new girls. She wasn't really shown too much on the show, but however, you know, she's the one involved. That's the ex-wife. And then we have Simon, and hopefully I'm not butchering this man's name because, you know, I'm known to butcher a name. Now, I'm attempting his first name, which is Simon. Now, that last name, I'm going to call him Simon G because I'm not saying the last name. All right, so Porsha and Falynn are both cast mates of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That particular show is shown on Bravo, and they're basically co-workers, quote unquote. And Simon, who is Falynn's ex-husband, apparently there was a picture of Porsha and Simon. And then people had a little bit of speculation, like, oh, ooh, that picture looked a little bit like or whatever. And then that followed with an announcement, basically Porsha announcing that they are together. So, when all of that ended up happening, Kenya ended up making a response, and she basically ended up putting the meme, the little video of Nicki Minaj saying, did I lie? Did I lie? And stuff like that. So, basically, when all this happened, general public, us viewers, end up getting wind of this, and they end up having reactions. First thing is, it was mixed responses of confusion. We had all different flavors. We had chocolate flavor of confusion, vanilla flavor of confusion, Rocky Road flavor of confusion. We had mixed responses and mixed reaction when it came to because everybody was confused. Everybody was just like, wait, what's going on? Some people didn't really know what was going on or who the guy was because they didn't really watch the show. But then when they also got the tea, also got wind of what was going on, then they was like kind of in the same boat as everybody else, as in being confused, as in what's going on. So some people were asking why would you do that? What happened? They was asking why, what's going on, stuff like that. Other people were saying they had this idea of, you know, aren't y'all friends or something like that? Aren't y'all cool? But then Porsha ended up making a statement basically saying that her and Falynn are not friends. They're not friends. They're not, yeah, in other words, they're not friends. I'm about to say they're not cool, but even after this situation, I don't think they're going to be cool. No shame. And then the media blogs, media sites end up putting up old clips or whatever. First one was Falynn was on Speak On It. For those who do not know what Speak On It, oh, excuse me, y'all. It's coming. Woo! Got it. Water break. All right, so all clips end up coming up, and Falynn was on Candy's Speak On It. Now, for those who don't know what Speak On It is a YouTube segment with Kandi Burruss and another cast member. And when they're on the show, they speak about it. They speak about things on the show, speaking about the individuals, kind of like an interview, low-key conversation type of thing. So Falynn was on Speak On It, and while she was on it, there was this clip of her where people, you know, brought the clip out of the whole video. There was a clip of her saying how she met with Porsha. She felt like Porsha was genuine and stuff like that. And now this situation happened, and now I kind of want to know what her response is and stuff like that. And then Porsha, apparently there's a video of Porsha, or there's a clip where Porsha had went to Falynn's house. Now that part I actually didn't see, quote unquote. But however, I saw a lot of people talking about it. So she on social media talking about like, did you go to that girl house? Or this girl invited you to her home and da 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 da. So let's get straight to the topic there. First things first, I'm really interested and actually very much very curious how the Porsha stands are going to what is going to be the response and the rebuttal. Because with any person that supports their fave, you're gonna have supporters or fans or X, Y, and Z stands. You have some of them actually hold your behind to the fire and say, "Girl, like what were you doing?" And this not even towards Porsha. This is in general. You're gonna have fans, stands, people like, "Girl, why would you do that? That was dumb." And actually, tell it, quote unquote, tell it how it is. You're actually gonna have some that's gonna make excuses and try to excuse certain behavior. So I'm very curious to see what some of those stands and people think. Water break. All right. So next thing is that Porsha need her ass beat. Surely do she need her ass beat because allegedly you was in this lady house, met her husband, and now the whole thought process comes up is that the whole time you was meeting my husband, were you in the back of your mind, were you thinking about getting with him? Like I kind of just wonder what Falynn's emotions and stance is on this. I'm pretty sure it's like what we all think is like, girl, and kind of like, but I do believe that Falynn should be tying up her shoelaces, putting Vaseline on her arms and on her face, and put that hair in a little do-rag, little scarf, and go to Porsha'S house. No shade. And wear that hoe out. But you was up in this lady house allegedly, from what people are saying. And even then, there's actually a picture of Porsha, and I believe it was Shamia. Don't quote me on this lab. I believe it was Shamia, Porsha, and Falynn. I know Porsha and Falynn were in the picture. And they taking a picture, and I just think it was weird that. Now I'm gonna tell you the way I analyze. This is me personally. Now this is just my opinion. What I think outside of this video and outside of my four walls right here, or multiple walls, it don't mean nothing. But the way I seen it, I was like, okay, Porsha's in the middle. I believe the other person was Shamia. Shamia's on her picture left side, and then Falynn's on her right side. If she was, looking at the camera. And the thing is about it, they were all linked up against each other. So you're not friends, quote unquote. Y'all had to be somewhat getting cool or getting comfortable enough with each other. Now, the reason why I say this is because for me personally, if I'm cool with somebody or I'm not friend or I'm trying to work on a relationship with them, that's something that you do if you can feel confident enough to lean on them or lead towards them for a picture. Now, if it's somebody that I'm not comfortable with, somebody I'm not friends with, somebody that, quote unquote, we don't see it for each other like that, I'm not leaning on them taking a picture or even touching their leg or something like that. That's something that I feel like people don't do. So even if you're not friends, it still doesn't look right because for one, y'all was still quote unquote cool, especially since Falynn said in her speak on is that she felt like it was genuine and stuff like that. Now, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna attempt to take another stance on this as well. In that very same sentence, I do know that some people, situations like this happen, and some people are cool with it because they feel like once they're done with the individual, they're done with them. I don't know if I've made it to that point in my life yet, but if that is the case, then hey, it's no issue with me. It's still no issue with me. I'm just here to talk about it. But if that's the case, if Falynn doesn't feel no way about it, she's like, okay, they can do them. It don't matter to me. Then, hey, it's nothing we can do about it as general public or even say anything about it. All right, so now this whole thing, let's actually get into this hypocrisy. Now, let's talk this whole thing of the differences for when they treat Porsha and when they treat Kenya. Y'all, one thing I will say about this general public, y'all better drag. Y'all better read her down for filth. Y'all better drag. Now, the reason why I said that is because, let's be very clear, if this was Kenya, y'all would have been going hard in the paint. Y'all would have read Kenya down. Y'all would have let her have it. And the thing is that I feel like, me personally, from what I've seen, yeah, there's some people reading her, there's some people saying what they gotta say, but I feel like it's not at the same level when it comes down to Porsha. And I feel like a lot of, in my personal opinion, I feel like Kenya and Porsha are the same person, but at the same time, they're not. I feel like one can do the exact same thing as the other. I just feel like one just gets more slack for it. But they're similar, but they're different at the same time. When they say that they're different, I feel like Porsha does a little bit. She does a little bit more stuff, but however, she doesn't get the same slack as Kenya does. Okay, let's talk about this whole girl code. Because here's the thing, too. Now, I'm real curious to see and hear, like I said, the response of people. Because people just talk about this girl code. That's supposed to be your girl. Da, 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 da. Now, Porsha just said and basically explained that her and Falynn are not friends. So with that being said, she doesn't, quote unquote, owe her no loyalty. Now, people with that same mindset that they had earlier when it came down to Kenya and Porsha not being friends, but however expected Kenya to have, quote unquote, some type of loyalty to Porsha. Now, I'm really curious to see and really hear your perspective on this, because no matter if it's a friend or not, quote unquote, you're supposed to have that loyalty, right? So I'm real curious, especially when it's against their faith. So I'm real curious to hear what they have to say. Now, even if, let's not even talk about the girl code, let's talk about the whole saying woman to woman. I feel like a lot of women are going to look at Porsha, and plus I'm just going to use women in general, just women. We're going to talk about other people, but women for now, or for argument's sake. I feel like a lot of women are going to look at Porsha little side eye because they feel like you've probably crossed a boundary. And keep in mind too, as us as general public and viewers, we don't know the whole story. We don't know what happened and stuff like that. Only God knows that you and Falynn probably had a conversation about it. She probably don't care, but we don't know that yet. The thing is that for some women, they're gonna feel like you crossed the boundary because I can already hear it. What woman goes and goes with another woman's husband, and you done met them, and you've been in their house, and I can already hear it. Now let's talk about Simon G. I'm not going to be one of those people that only focus on the woman because it takes two to tango. Now, first things first, you need your ass beat as well. You and Porsha, y'all need your ass whooped. You need to buy one, get one free. Buy one, put both of y'all asses on the clearance rack, and just clear y'all asses the fuck up. Both y'all need y'all ass whooped. That's first things first. I do believe that people are focusing on Porsha. However, they need to focus on Simon as well and give him his just due. If you're gonna drag her, you need to drag him as well. And I do believe that is something in society that we do a lot. We typically condemn the woman, but however, we kind of forget about the man for the most part. Not saying it doesn't happen. Now I will say this too. Now, there could have been problems in their marriage. There could have been a scene where they was like, we're done. And they could have gotten a divorce, quote unquote, before all of this happened, or X, Y, and Z. We can use that for argument's sake, but the whole thing about it is people are not going to really want to hear that, because guess what? You've been in this lady's house. I think for people, it wouldn't really be that bad, quote unquote, if you weren't even engaging in the woman or anything like that. I feel like it wouldn't be as bad because, for one, be honest with you, they kind of forgot. Some people kind of forgot that Falynn was even on the show. So people kind of forgot she was really on the show. They didn't really think that she was really a cast member like that, except for like the one episode, I believe, or 2 episodes, I believe. And I feel like if people feel like, even with the idea, my mouth is dry. Water break. I'm gonna try to get these words out. When I be talking like this, my mouth get dry. But even with her being, quote unquote, a castmate, people would probably still look at Porsha just because, like, girl, you doing this? That's her husband. Even if they married or not, I feel like people still have an issue. But I felt like since people kind of low-key forgot about Falynn, it probably wouldn't have been a big issue. But however, since You know, you kind of went over her house, you know, took pictures with her, went out with her. I don't know, was it a booking or not, but however, it looks like that was a somewhat cool stance. You know, that's kind of the reason why they on your behind like that. And friends or not, I feel like you never should just cross that boundary, honestly, especially if someone that is trying to push this whole thing about girl code and what you should and should not do. Now, you know, you kind of just contradicted yourself and invalidated everything you said earlier when it came down to the whole Kenya and the stripper gate thing. So, you know, shit. And let's talk about this. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about in one. Let's see. What's the best one to word this? And my perspective is like, on one side, I'm shocked. And on the other side, I'm not really shocked. Now, I'm going to tell you why. Now, this is not me reading Porsha. This is me just taking a look on what I've seen. Now, I'm shocked because I'm really shocked. I know she really did not just pull this stunt. I just know she did not really just pull this stunt. And then I'm not really shocked because, like I said in the other video, I don't know which one's going to post first, but the other video when I was doing the analysis on the group and how I felt about the season is that she does her dirt, and then she plays the victim, and then she plays clueless. So I'm not really shocked. I'm shocked because she actually did it, but I'm shocked because I've seen other behavior and stuff like that. I just really didn't think that she'd probably do something like this. But then again, not really shocked like that. And actually, another reason I'm kind of shocked is because I find it so funny how she gave Kenya so much about marriage and her stance on marriage when she first got on the season. You don't know anything about marriage. You will know nothing, ever. And then you pull a stunt like that. And she just contradicted herself and invalidated everything she said in every moment. No shade. Now, there's another thing that people were saying too. Water break. Is that maybe it could be for a storyline. Okay, I can see that. I can see that being a storyline. I can see how that can add like a little bit of excitement for next season. It could be a good storyline between Falynn and Porsha, and especially Porsha. I will say that was I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Help Falynn get a peach, or at least we have more scenes within the season. Because even with Falynn or us, the viewers not really seeing Falynn like that. Kenya, when she was on speaker, it basically recommended that she gets a peach. A veteran, Kenya, a heavy hitter, ended up recommending that Falynn receives a peach. So I believe, from what Kenya is saying, is that there is more to her besides this incident that deserves a peach, and that we quote unquote just would be probably interested in learning about her. But ever since this incident came up, I do believe that's going to help with the storyline. I do believe that's going to actually help her have more scenes within next season. Within next season. I'm about to say if she comes back, but that kind of solidified. All right, so and I feel like it's a good storyline too because I feel like it would be a good thing with her and Kenya because she'll probably be more of an ally to Kenya. She'll get into it with Porsha. Now, let's talk about this whole thing about what it looks like. People talk about what it looks like and stuff like that, talking about she doesn't care. I feel like she does care in a sense. She doesn't care because she did it. But however, I feel like she does care because for me personally, and I could be wrong. Like I said before, outside of this video and all my walls in this room, it means nothing. But me looking at it, I feel like she does probably care in a sense, only because I cannot see or imagine a person who cares about what people think about their quote unquote sexuality or what they do in the bedroom not care about a situation like this. Porsha is the same person, in my opinion, and it's just the honest opinion. I'm not trying to be shady, nothing like that. in my opinion, I feel like she's the same person that don't really fully own that she's a freak, or she's into lesbian activity and stuff like that, or even call herself bisexual. Don't want to label herself, but that's her business. But it just, I believe that if she's not quote unquote, if she quote unquote cares how people are gonna view her or how people think when it comes to her being a freak hole or doing X, Y, and Z, then 9 out of 10, I feel like in a sense she's gonna care about the situation. But even if she doesn't care, I feel like it's not a good look when it comes down to it. Because guess what? You gave Kenya so much hell when it came down to the whole phase thing. You gave Kenya so much hell when it came down to marriage, and she's always boyfriend this, boyfriend that, and it was just a lot. But that's my whole viewpoint on this particular situation. That is it for my commentary video for today, guys. Please make sure you guys pop that like button, hit the subscribe button, and please smack the notification bell so do not miss any more posts to me. Till next time, guys, I will see you guys later.
Word.